Hey guys, welcome to another video. I know I haven't been updating much, but today I'd like to talk about this special stock, which is more like a hype nowadays. It's called Tesla. Now Tesla has been a stock that actually rallied like almost 100%, right? Almost 100% with its all-time high at $197.72 at its all-time high. And from 2020 itself, just first day of 2020, which is 2nd of January, it was trading around the price of $410. Now this is actually more than 100%, right? More than 100% return in just less than 1 month. We're not even talking about 1 year. So what is the cost behind this rally, and should we buy this rally? Should we sell this rally? And let's take a look at some of the opposing arguments from the buying and from the bull camp and the bear camp. All right. So without further ado, let's head on to it. Okay. So right now I have a chart here of Tesla, as you can see. We have actually broken above all this whatever support resistance line that you can possibly draw. Right now the chart is literally moving upwards, right? It's straight line upwards, and it's going to be a parabolic movement. Now generally I would advise against parabolic movements, but let's understand why the stock is surging so high first. So the first reason why the stock is suddenly surging so high is because prior to the earnings, they've been receiving a couple of positive news that they're going to potentially beat earnings. The Shanghai Gigafactory is actually performing well, etc. So let's take a look at the recent earnings report, where we have actually this article by Market Watch that says that Tesla surges after beating earnings and vows to sell more than 500,000 vehicles in this year. So this is the press release. This is actually the summarized version, and saying that the Tesla Model Y production has started ramping up, and right now they're actually saying that he actually earned a total of $105 million in this fourth quarter, compared to $140 million the 1 year ago, and the adjusted one-time earnings per share is actually $214 a share compared to $2 per share from a year ago. Now this means a couple of things. This means that actually right now they're actually earning the earnings per share, the net earnings is actually way more than compared to last year. And on top of it, down here put that revenue rose 2% to $7.4 billion compared to $7.2 billion. This also means that the demand for Tesla product has also been increasing. So all things is good and everything is good, right? So in this current earnings, in this current quarter, they actually reported a positive earnings, actually still good. Tesla is actually selling more vehicles, demand is increasing, but the thing is that the gross profit margin is slightly decreasing a bit. The operating margin and gross profit margin is slightly decreasing a bit. Now next part, let's look at this, where news that actually brought Tesla even higher was that the China CATL signs battery agreement with Tesla. Now, whenever Chinese companies or Chinese signs agreement with a large major corporation in the US, this usually probably brings about huge deals into money flows and cash flows and everything. So with this news, Tesla surged up even more, right? Let me just see if there's actually, they didn't put how much it surged up, but basically Tesla is building Model 3 vehicles from $2 billion Shanghai factory, which started delivering cars last year, so that you will actually diversify battery supplies for the plant. Alright, so it's actually a pretty huge deal, and that's the reason why Tesla stock actually surged so high over the past few days, past few weeks. Alright, it's really upwards moving really lah. So there's also another camp where it talks about why you should actually short Tesla, and it actually goes like Tesla stock price goes ballistic. 5 reasons why he actually thinks this way. First and foremost is that, let me just scroll it down first. Oh, he didn't put it over here. This is actually the wrong, the other one. Okay, so one of the reasons why he actually said is because first and foremost, the coronavirus update is still there. There's not much Shanghai. There's not much they can do because Tesla's factory is ordered to shut down by the government because of the coronavirus. Second thing is Tesla has still not yet turned profitable for the overall 1 full year, right? They have been profitable for the quarter, but not yet for the entire full year. On top of it, Tesla stock price has actually gone ballistic. It has gone up so high, so fast, so much at such a short period of time, just 1 month point of time. Well, this actually can happen, but the thing is that it's generally not advisable to still buy in the dip. buy in this rally, right? One of the reasons why is because this current stock price now shows this thing called a price action movement, which is a long leg doji. Now, what is a long leg doji? Basically means that the stock price actually opened at this price, went all the way high up at the all-time high, and came all the way down at all-time low, and not intraday low. But then it closed back the same price which it opened up at. All right. So this goes to show that this is going to show two things, all right? First and foremost, I have it over here. So understanding the long leg doji. So this goes to show that there's forces of supply and demand near equilibrium. There is actually sentiments may be changing already. Sentiments may be changing. Mean to say that the people buying the bulls are actually unsure whether they should continue buying to the stock because they have gone so high up. And the shorts are also unsure whether they should start to short their positions, short Tesla positions, because they really do not understand why the stock price is going so high. All right, that's the reason why you see an intraday huge movement, almost a $100 intraday movement on Tesla stock itself, right? It's really crazy. If you're trading Tesla, you either make a lot of money or you lose a lot of money. It's simple as that. So this is a long leg doji, basically suggesting that it's a change in sentiment. It usually occurs when it's reaching a pattern first. So for this case, it's like a downwards pattern, a long leg doji, reversal pattern. Down here, a long leg doji, also a reversal pattern, go up higher. Down here, same thing, down, go up higher. Down here, actually technically is also one, go down and go up higher. So right now we're seeing the exact opposite case of Tesla. We see it going all the way up, and then this is upwards trend. We see a long leg doji, and it may potentially come back down lower. Now, I'd like to bring you guys to a couple of stocks which I find was pretty interesting that we can do a couple of case study on it. So one of the stock is AAOI, right? So AAOI, Applied, what's this? Applied Optical, if I didn't remember wrongly, right? Applied Optical is a stock that which I thought was really interesting. Why? Because this was also a stock that actually went parabolic movement upwards. Can you see this parabolic movement upwards all the way up? It was actually a $8 stock that went up over 100. This is like $8 to $98. That's almost a 1000% movement upwards, right? 1200% upwards jump, and then it crashed all the way back down to just $12. Okay, it's really insane. It is, I mean, this happens over, like, let's see, this is this May, and this happens over 1 year. All right, 1 year, the impact is so big. All right, another stock that we can look at as case study is TLRY, TLRY. All right, they have all of these have totally different business model, but it doesn't change the fact that the price has moved up so high. We're now currently comparing the prices. We're not comparing about the fundamentals and the financials of the company. All right, TLRY is another company, a cannabis company that actually rocket up really high, start IPO at $21, and within a short couple of 2 months, 2 months, it actually went all the way up to $300. All right, so $25 all the way up to $300. That's over a couple of 3 months, 2 to 3 months. Right now we're talking about Tesla that went up almost 120% in just 1 month time. Now another thing that you might want to look is also, like, for example, Beyond Meat, BYND. Beyond Meat is also a great example of how stock price rallied really fast, really high. So you can see a Beyond Meat IPO at $44, rallied all the way up to $238 within just a couple of 5 months, 2 months. Same thing, Beyond Meat rallied over 2 months, right? Rallied like many times, right? It's like 8 times or 800% in just 2 months time, right? Is it 800? No, sorry, it's not 800. It is 500, over 500% in just 2 months time. Now this is really insane. I'm not suggesting that Tesla is also doing the same, because right now it's only rallied 100+%, but this is over 1 month and it's still really insane. Right, it's really insane how much Tesla has gone up already. Now one that case study we can do is the more famous one, BTC versus USD. We've seen a similar case in 2018, if I'm not wrong. We see that, let me just go the chart all the way back. We see the same thing, a parabolic movement upwards where stock prices just start going higher and higher and higher by itself. Let me just zoom it in for you guys. It goes up one straight line. It's not like going sideways, it's going up one straight line. So this goes to show that Tesla is actually reaching this point. But then again, another small fact, data that show this one thing down over here. It shows that the share float outstanding is still quite a lot. So this goes to show that shorters are not pressed to actually short Tesla at the moment. If you see a huge decrease in the shares float outstanding, this means that people are actually borrowing to short Tesla, right? And you have to cover it someday. So by then you have to faster short and then get out of it quickly, get profit and get out of it quickly. But at the moment right now, we still see a huge outstanding share float. This goes to show that people are not really excited in shorting Tesla just at the moment yet. You may want to see some confirmation candlesticks before you start shorting Tesla. I'm not suggesting you short Tesla. Shorting is actually a very, very risky game that you must be aware of. Alright. So anyway, looking at this chart right now, what can we tell? Alright, so what you want to see over here, Tesla. What you want to see over here, Tesla, is that Tesla is actually a fantastic business, right? I'm pretty sure some of you guys actually rode a Tesla before. It's very fantastic. If you have profits, do lock up your profits and collect some profits. But if you're actually looking to find opportunities to enter it, you can wait a while. Why? Because stocks that go all the way up have to come down eventually. So what you're looking out as a trader or as an investor is a red candlestick on a reversal pattern. So right now, this is what we see as a long leg doji, which is also a reversal pattern. But you want to see a couple of confirmation candlestick that shows a red candlestick confirming that it's a reversal pattern first. Then you can determine that, hey, right now it's reversing. We should look for our next entry price, perhaps maybe like $506. Here we see a potential support line over there. So these are places where you can load up an entry line. Or if you're actually a shorter trader, you want to short Tesla, once you see a confirmation reversal candlestick pattern, then you can actually start shorting Tesla and maybe short it all the way to the same point, $586.91. At this point, you might want to exit your short position and load up on a bullish position, depending on if there's actually a reversal pattern at that point of time for you. Alright, so I hope this video has allowed you to gain some insights on what things you should start doing with Tesla. Obviously right now it's very, very volatile. If you want to play Tesla, it's really highly risky. You always want to see confirmation first before you actually start a new position into any specific stock. Alright, so at the moment right now, Tesla it is a good company. It is a good company. I believe that it will go up in the long run. By the short run, I feel that it might come down a bit, and it's really up to you which camp you're on. Either you want to buy the dip or you want to short the entire short the bull case. Alright, so thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.